Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah ta'ala wa barakatuhu, sisters and brothers in Islam. Peace be upon all of you. This is your brother here again, Ultimate Truth. Ramadan Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. Yes, just got done exposing Rob Christian's lie and ignorance about Islam and the Bible and Christianity. So, if you don't know the Bible, you don't know the Quran, how can you be any of those? You're a liar. For 4 days, I've been waiting for you to react. Now, some other guys, some Christian people coming to me, hey, give me your Skype. He said, give me your Skype, and then I'll give it to him, and then he'll call you. He'll debate you. He got my Skype. I called him. I texted him. I called and texted him. He got my Skype. Just so you know. The same day, I already called him. I already texted him. He never answered me. I commented on his video. I put a link of my video on his own comments. On his pinned comment, he never reacted. At least I commented 3 times at least on his pinned comment. I put a link, put a comment, came back again next day. What are you waiting for? Are you gonna answer? He's ignoring, and now he's sending people to me. No, you know how to do it. People went through YouTube to get to me. You got my YouTube, and you got my Skype. So why are you being a coward? So we're gonna be here debunking again another deceiver, another liar, Christian prince. About the death of Prophet Muhammad. He went ahead and created lies again about it. I've been telling you guys, does not understand the Quran who wants to understand it. You will know today again that you cannot do the dabbaru, you cannot ponder on the Quran if if you're not guided. Only the guided people can understand the Quran. You might be a PhD in Arabic. I don't care. Allah said, does not understand the book. Who wants to understand it? Understands it whoever Allah wants to understand it. And Allah will not let some kafirs, some less than nothing, like Christian princes, them, David Wood, them, Shem Shamoon, them, whoever you are, you cannot hate Allah and expect to understand his book. That's the difference between Allah's book and other books. Allah chooses who understands them, who understand his book. So we're going to debunk Christian Prince here. We're going to listen to him, we're going to hear him lie, and we're going to debunk him. Listen.
It's very short. And the purpose so many of you can download it and post it in their channel. So it's going to be less than 15 minutes. So please feel free to download the video immediately. And this is for free for everybody to do so. As we know, Muhammad, he claimed to be a prophet. But there's a mountains of evidence that Muhammad is a false prophet. And today we will share a very important one with you.
Bring it.
Actually, I spoke about it before, but I wanted to make it shorter, easier for people to understand.
Bring it.
The story of the women who tried to kill the prophet of Islam, and she was really successful. It's proven to us that Muhammad is truly a false prophet.
Okay.
How we can come to this conclusion? If we go in the hadith where the story happened, and this is not a hadith, the Muslim, they can say it's weak. It is sahih. And this hadith is appear in many places, not only in this one.
Okay.
It says here that a woman who is a Jew, who Muhammad, he killed all her family and her tribe. She was taken as a slave. And she cooked a goat or a sheep. And she had poisoned the prophet. She put a poison for him in that goat. And then the prophet claimed that the goat spoke to him and told him that the goat is poisoned. And the funny here, that the goat spoke to him, it is cooked, it's fried, it's barbecued, and it has no head. But yet it can speak to the prophet. And she told him that this, I am poisoned, don't eat me. But she said that after he ate from her, which means from the goat. Which I find the story very funny and hilarious. And then the prophet he sent to the Jews, to the women who cooked the food, the Jewish woman. He said to her, what motivates you to do your work? The work you have done, which means the poison. She said, well, you know what? If you are a prophet, it would not harm you. But if you were a king, like any other king, I should ride the people of you, which means that will expose you. You are just a prophet, not a prophet. So if you die, well, that's mean you are not a prophet. If you are just a normal king, like anyone who take over by sword, you would die. And then the prophet of Allah, he says,
lie.
When we will show you the other hadith where he says, but Allah will not allow you to do so. Which mean...
you see how he's lying? You see how he's trying to find words? He said, the prophet said, Allah will not allow you to do so. It's not in this hadith that you're showing. If there is another hadith, just show it. I'm not saying this hadith is truth, but I'm taking it as a truth. I'm still going to debunk you. I don't believe in it, but I'm taking it as it exists. But I'm still going to debunk you. You see, that's how powerful the truth is. Even if you bring anything, we can take it as a truth and still debunk you. First of all, you said you just made two affirmations over here that are not in hadith. The first, you said that the woman's parent was killed and she was enslaved. It's not in this hadith. Show the right hadith then. There's nowhere in this hadith right here that you showed that it is saying that her parents was killed and she was enslaved. It's not saying it over here. Second, you said, Prophet Muhammad said, Allah will not allow that. It's not in this hadith over here. Prophet Muhammad would have said to her, if it is Allah's will, I'm accepting it. If it's not Allah's will, Prophet Muhammad is not God. If it is Allah's will, it will happen. If it is not Allah's will, it will not happen. That's how humble, that's how high the faith of Prophet Muhammad is. He ain't worried about that. He ain't worried about being poisoned. And look at his reaction. He said, what motivated you to do the work you have done? Anybody will talk like that? Anybody calm or poisoned? Would you? I'm asking you, listening to me, Christians, would you react like that? What motivated you to do this, knowing that you're dying? I'm taking it as a truth. Knowing that you're about to die, would you be reacting calmly like that? No, you wouldn't. Would you be saying, okay, hey guys, don't eat it. I'm going to die, just let me die. Right? I'm taking it as a truth. But I know it's not the truth, but I'm taking it as a truth. I will show you that this guy does not know anything about the Quran. The Prophet Muhammad's life and death is prophesied in the Quran. You be screaming and yelling, oh, what is prophesied in the Quran? I can tell you things that happen now in this world. I don't have to say it. I can prove to you that September 11, 2001 was prophesied in the Quran. I can show you the first and second World War in the Quran. But I will show you today that since we're talking about this, that Prophet Muhammad's life was prophesied in the Quran. So, and the lady saying, if you're a prophet, it would not harm you. But if you're a king, I should read the people. Read the people of you, meaning that if you're a prophet, you shouldn't be harmed. But if you're not a prophet, if you're just an ordinary, if you're fake, that should be killing you. That's a lie. Prophets had been killed, messengers had been killed throughout the Quran. Throughout the Quran, 570, 331, 183. Throughout the Quran, Allah said, we sent you prophets, you killed them. We sent you messengers, you killed them. So messengers of Allah had been killed. Who losing? Not the messenger. You said Jesus was killed. So what is the problem? You said Jesus was killed, right? Knowing that we know he wasn't killed. So what are you worried about? Your God got killed and you worried about our prophet being killed? You see how dumb you are? Now let me prove to you. Let me go first show you where Allah says when the death term comes, Allah will not delay it. 63:11, 3:145, 59, 18. But I show you at least one verse. Let me show you, to show you that you don't know. Yes, first, this verse is 570. 570 is telling you, we had already taken the covenant of the children of Israel and have sent them messengers. Whenever there come to them a messenger with what their souls did not desire, a part of them they denied, another party they killed. So messengers have been killed. So if Prophet Muhammad would have been killed, so what? Let me show you more. Let me show you 3:144. Right here. 3:144, Muhammad is not but a messenger, or no more than a messenger. Messengers have passed before him. So if he was to die or to be killed, would you then turn your back, turn back on your heels? And he knows, and he who turned back in his heels will never harm Allah at all. But Allah will reward the grateful. Muhammad is a grateful. Allah is telling you that Muhammad might be killed. So then what? So if he was to die or to be killed, talking about Muhammad, you are an ignorant. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me show you more. Now let's go to what is this? Okay, I'm gonna show you something over here. Let me show you something over here. This is Surah 40. Surah 40, verse 177, to show you that Prophet Muhammad's life was prophesied in the Quran. There is one expression in the Quran, أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ. أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ means we take you in death, we kill you. It's only 3 times in the Quran. It's 3 times in the Quran, and it's in, let me tell you where it is, and it is in 40, Surah 40, verse 77, Surah 13, that's what we have right now, Surah 13, verse 40, and Surah 10, verse 46. Here is 40:77. So be patient. Indeed, the promise of Allah, Allah was talking to Muhammad, right? So be patient, O Muhammad. Indeed, the promise of Allah is truth. And whether we show you some of what we promised them, or we take you in death, we killed you, it is us that they will be returning. That's 40:77. Let's go to the next one. This is 13:40. The second time, أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ, we will take you in death. And whether we show you part of what we promised them or take you in death, upon you is only the duty of notification, to deliver the message. That's all you got to do. And upon us is the account. Second time, أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ, we will take you in death. Third time, still the second time. Third time is 10:46. And whether we show you some of what we promised them, O Muhammad, or we take you in death, أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ, to us is their return, then either way, Allah is a witness concerning for what they are doing. So 3 times أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ in the Quran. You might not have noticed. Now notice the 3 times. Allah said, we will take you in death, we will kill you, Prophet Muhammad. Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad how long you're going to live. Remark the verses and the chapters. Chapter 40, chapter 13, and chapter 10. What's chapter 40? 40 years old, Muhammad was a messenger, right? Everybody knows it. The whole world knows it. Chapter 13. 13 years he will spend in Mecca. Chapter 10. 10 years he will spend in Medina. So that's his life. 40 years old, messenger, 13 years in Mecca, and 10 years in Medina. You cannot see that because you're not guided. You think you can grasp the Quran. You cannot grasp the Quran. You will learn today. It ain't done yet. Now Allah said he's going to live 63 years old. At 63, he's going to be dying. I showed you, Allah said, when your time comes, you're done. So, guess what? 1046, right here. 1046, that's what we had. You count the number of letters in this verse. It's 63 letters. 63 letters in this verse. I ain't done yet. If we go back here to verse 4077. 4077 now, think about it. Those surahs, we said surah 40, surah 13, and surah 10. Surah 40 starts what? The Hameems. Hameem. The 7 Hameems are 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. In the Quran. That's why you cannot grasp the order of revelation mixed up with the order in the Quran. You cannot grasp that. So the 40 started the 7 Hameems. Guess what? The 13 now. The 13 is Alif Lam Mim Ra. There's one Alif Lam Mim Ra in the Quran. Guess what? It is splitting the 10s. The 10 as Alif Lam Ra. 10 is Alif Lam Ra. That's the start of Alif Lam Ra's. 11 is Alif Lam Ra. 12 is Alif Lam Ra. And then 13, like we said, is Alif Lam Mim Ra, which is the time in Mecca. Alif Lam Ra is the time in Medina. That's the 10, right? Now, after that, after the 13, 14 is Alif Lam Ra again, and 15 is Alif Lam Ra. There's 5 Alif Lam Ra's, 3 separated by the Alif Lam Mim Ra, which is the 13. Showing that part of the time you'll be in Mecca, part of the time you will be in Medina. Guess what? Guess what? What is the order of revelation of Alif Lam Mim Ra? The 96. Remember how 96, how the first chapter of Revelation, Iqra, is in number 96. Now look at over here, how 96 is the moving 13. After 13 years old, after 13 years in Mecca, you got to move. Your first year, Hijrah, gonna start 96. As 96, Surah 96 was the Surah 1 in the Quran. You cannot grasp that. I said 1046 is 63 letters. 1046 is 63 letters. So those 3 started something. 40 started the Hameems. 10 started the Alif Lam Ra's. And 13 is the turning points. Guess what? Guess what was the chapter? No, the surah, the verse number in Surah 13. It was 40. You see that? 53 right there, you're going to live in it. At 40, Surah 13, verse 40, you will be living, you was 40, and you spent 13 years, you will be leaving Mecca to Medina. At verse 40, that's what Allah said, أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ in Surah 13, the only Alif Lam Mim Ra in the Quran. You cannot grasp that. This is Allah prophesying the life of Muhammad, that he'll be dying no matter what at 63. So whether he get killed or whether anything, he was dying. And he would be dying of something. So he could not be passing 63 years old. Allah is telling us that right there in the Quran. So you need to learn, brother. You are ignorant. Let me show you something more. What else can I show you? Can I show you? I showed you about 63:11, right? That's for 1046. That's here saying that Muhammad, no matter what. Let me show you 63:11. That Allah is telling you that you, right here, but never will Allah delay a soul life when its time has come. And Allah is acquainted with what you do. 63:11. Allah will not delay a day of your life. That's why you need to repent. You don't know when you're going to be dying. Don't invent in the Quran that lady could be the reason, the alibi, the something. Allah said, I will call, you all will die, but none of you, guess what? I will take you all back. mean that I will kill you all because I have appointed a time for you. But every single one of you who died will be said that he died of something. Oh, he was sick. Oh, he was in a car accident. Oh, somebody killed him. Oh, he was in a plane crash. Oh, he got shot by a man. That was your day no matter what. You don't have faith, Christians. You don't understand the Quran. Christian Prince is a liar. This is not a proof that he is not a prophet. Allah said prophets have been killed. Messengers have been killed. So him being killed does not prevent him from being a prophet. Him being killed, even if it was, and I know he wasn't, Allah said that was his day. So peace be upon all of you, just to show you that those people do not know. 63 letters at the end of 4 and at the end of at 4063, Surah 40, at 1046, 10 years that he be spending, his last 10 years had 63 letters. 1046. Count it. Debunk me on that. Surah 40, he was sent at 40 years old. Surah 13, he spent 13 years in Mecca. Everybody knows it. Surah 10, he will spend 10 years in Medina. 63 years old, he will be returning. Aunatawafayannak. 3 times in the Quran. Only find me one other Aunatawafayannak in the Quran. You're not going to find it. You can grasp that. Keep lying. Islam is the truth. I can show you, I'm telling you, September 11 was prophesied in the Quran. The 2 world wars was prophesied in other wars was prophesied in the Quran. Big events was prophesied in the Quran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Just to debunk those guys, to show them that they don't know nothing about the Quran. They cannot grasp the Quran. They made mistake about the Quran. They think they know, they will not know. It's not about knowing Arabic. It's about Allah letting you know. Peace be upon all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa la sharika. If you don't say it, you'll be burning in hell. Christian Prince is heading to hell.